Well, I'm certainly not popular at this phase of my life at all of my friends' weddings when I'm saying, congratulations, please save copies of your 401ks and bank accounts if you intend to
Yes.
keep that separate at this point in time.
Right.
But
Good
that's what more
advice.
people should be
Right.
doing.
It's
But
good
I mean,
advice.
Kerry hits the kind of what I think is the biggest piece of this, which is the question of co-mingling, transmuting, taking these assets that may have been non-marital, premarital, and then all of a sudden they start to go into the pot and everything starts to get mixed together. And a lot of people may say, well, wait a minute, right? That was my bank account before we got married. Well, you put their name on it and you started to let everybody in, and all of a sudden that account now is possibly up for grabs. And so really, the big expectation for a lot of people should be, which I don't think it is from the second you walk down the aisle and say I do to that person, they are your business partner, right? And everything that comes in is jointly together. And if they intend differently, well, prenup could have protected that, but sometimes the damage, so to say, is done and you're stuck with it. And so I think, Kerry, I know, shares this experience where we sometimes are just delivering bad news to clients, right? And saying, well, I understand that's may have not what you wanted to do, but that's what you did do. And there's not much that we can do to change it now. We can't rewrite assets. We can only take them as they lie.
We see so many cases. I mean, especially in the case of real estate, right? Like one party's parents gives them $100,000 towards the purchase of their house, and now, that was technically a gift, and now they didn't have anything in writing saying that this is the parents' gift and that they would want it back in the event of divorce. So there's so many complicating factors that money can just get mixed in, and there might not be a chance that you might get a credit back for that.
Right.
In mediation, sometimes we are successful in doing that, carving out a piece of what feels fair to both parties to say, okay, I know that this was we had a case in the past where the person owned the property prior to the marriage, right? A property, then sold it and had a prenup, sold it, purchased a new property during the marriage with their premarital assets. So technically that would be protected through the prenup and also through the deed of the house, which means there's only one person's name on the deed. So technically that would still be premarital property. However, this person took out a mortgage during the course of the marriage and then paid it back with marital assets. So then, of course, that commingles and transmutes that so-called premarital assets. So again, every situation's different, but I mean, those are some of the issues that we are working through in mediation to try to see what feels fair.